good would have come out of that. So here's the question I ask a lot of people. What is your purpose in life? Why were you born? Why did God put you on this earth? And if you don't believe in God, why are you here? Most people can't answer the question, but this person can. Steve Gleason. You know, Steve was our keynote speaker in 2017. He's the real hero. He got a Congressional Medal of Honor. Steve, famous football player, blocked that punt in Atlanta, first game back from Katrina, comes down with ALS, and now he's confined into a wheelchair and can't breathe on his own. But you know what he told me? He says, my wheelchair, I'm not confined by it. I'm liberated by it. And now I know what my purpose in life is. And his purpose is to help other people who have ALS live a better quality life and hopefully find a cure for ALS. And I was blessed that Steve also wrote the foreword to my book. So when somebody asks me, what's your purpose in life? I do have an answer. And my answer is this. God put me on this earth to serve others. And by serving others, I serve myself. But many people think the opposite. Their thinking is this. What's in it for me? Instead of thinking about what I can do for others, they go, if I'm going to do something, what's in it for me, which is a self-serving attitude. So there's two issues here why people think this way. Either they don't know how to give a damn or they don't care, or it could be a combination of both. Again, this whole philosophy is, and the three words, give a damn, are so important. And I go, why or when do we actually give a damn instinctively? And here's how that works. I'm going to give you two examples. You know that grandfather's walking across the street, he got hit by a car? Well, if you pulled up and you saw your grandfather there who got hit, what would you do? You get out immediately because now you can relate something internally that affects you that you do something about. And here's another situation. I was walking across the street to my office several years ago, and I kicked a rusty nail. Most people wouldn't pick it up. But if this rusty nail was in the middle of the driveway, what would you do? You would pick it up. Why? Because now you can internalize something that would affect you. And what we need to do is internalize things that might affect other people. For instance, if this rusty nail driving down the road got lodged in a lady who had her son or daughter in the backseat of the car, they went down the highway and had a blowout. Well, it could have really had a significant effect. That was my feeling. I didn't want that to happen. So maybe when I picked up a rusty nail, I might have affected somebody else and maybe saved a life. I don't know, but I just know that it was the right thing to do. So how can we learn to give a damn? Well, a lot of times in your mind, it comes to you automatically, or sometimes in your gut. It's there. The problem is we have a hard time listening to it. So trying to create awareness is critical. Take responsibility. When you make a mistake, own it, fix it, consequences, accept them. A lot of time we make excuses and don't want to accept the consequences for fear that it's going to be substantial. So, you know, there's a saying in the Bible, serve others like you would want to be served. Boy, that hits home pretty hard. So would you do the same thing to other people that you would want to have done to you? Again, awareness is critical. Do the right thing, always. Quit justifying your actions when you know what is right is wrong. Here's the thing about that. A lot of times we know what's right, but we justify in our minds a wrong thing, and therefore it makes it right. Think about that. We do the wrong thing because we can justify in our mind it is right. Simple example. You throw a piece of paper in a basket and you miss. And you say, oh, well, somebody else will pick it up. Well, you know it's not the right thing to do. Pick it up and throw it away. You missed. But, it's such a little thing. Well, all these little things add up. I see people coming out of a Saints game or any game, and they got a beer bottle, and they put it on the ground. They put it on the ground in the middle of the sidewalk. You know, people could kick it over. Would you put that same beer bottle in the middle of your room, or would you throw it away? You see people throwing out garbage from their window going down a highway. Well, would you throw, if you're sitting in the middle of your living room and you're eating this, would you throw that garbage and leave it in the middle of your living room? No, because that's how we organize, we can internalize something and therefore do something about it. So think how you can continually give a damn over and over and over again. So here's the key question, really the ultimate question. What would you do if you always knew your mom was watching you, or God was always watching every move that you make, which he probably is, or a mentor was watching you? And you'd probably do some things different than you